What's going on, guys? So this is going to be the second video I'm making in this mini course. Today I'm going to be going over everything that can go wrong with this business model, because I've sold a few logos, sold a website design before, and I've ran into little things that has hindered, the process of the gig or your sale in general. And it's really important to know how to overcome these things and how to prepare for them in advance, because when you do, you're going to know exactly what to say and exactly what to do when that said problem comes up. Just like every business model, there's so many things people talk about and make it easy to understand, but at the end of the day, you're always going to deal with something that was left out, something that somebody didn't tell you. And I want to be the person to be transparent and share with you everything I know from my experience with it, and also with people that I've talked to before that have done it. With every single business model, there's always going to be something that comes up and something that you weren't prepared for. That's just how it is in online business. In general, in life, it's pretty random. So always stay prepared. I want to do the best to help you out here. And if you have any more, questions or comments to something that you guys are going through with this business model, if you're doing it, leave it down below. Be sure to leave a like on this video before I start, and I'll be, very responsive in answering whatever questions you guys have. All right, so the first thing I want to stress here is make sure you're working with a solid supplier, because the last thing that you want to happen is if a client wants a fast turnaround and you don't deliver on those expectations because your supplier, they're going to be upset. You're probably going to lose the deal, and they're going to want their refund or whatever down payment you're charging them on the service. I'll go into all this in later videos, but this is just being straight to the point. When it comes to suppliers, a lot of things can go wrong. If the client doesn't like it and they want a revision, it's $10 here, $10 there, $10 there, $15 there. All that adds up. So you're gonna want to find a supplier that is trusted, has high quality work for a decent price, not no $5 or $10 little gig that gives you sloppy work. You can find those suppliers that are really good on Fiverr. I highly suggest it because there is a lot of good people on there. But if you want higher quality of work, I suggest Upwork, People Per Hour, and other freelance sites that you can research. I mainly use People Per Hour because the hourlies, they're pretty cheap, and the work you're getting is from professionals that have been doing this for a long time. So most importantly, I think in this business model is to pick the right supplier to be working with that possibly has unlimited revisions for free, like I was showing you guys in the last video. When it comes to website design or logo design, whatever it may be, you're going to want to have a supplier that has a quick turnaround on responding to you, and also on work as well, and a supplier that supplies you with quality samples without watermarks before you approach a client, so they know exactly what they're going to be getting when it comes down to supplying the final product for that client. When it comes down to logos, you don't want to run into stuff either like copyright infringement because your supplier was ripping off work from another company. That's usually not the case, but sometimes suppliers, they don't do the best work, especially when they're charging a cheap price. And since you're the guy handling the client, you're going to be responsible for that, and it comes back down to you because you didn't pick the right supplier. The second thing that can happen is when you're communicating with your customer, they're going to have questions for you might not be prepared for. So this happened with me when I was dealing with a web design client one time, where they're like, your kid, who are you working with? Are you legit? Let me see some of your work. So when that happens, you're going to want to just, acknowledge the situation at hand, let them know that you work with a team, and you're going to be working with a team member that specializes in that service that you're providing. When you do that, and you show the work from your supplier to that client, it's going to help out a lot when it comes down to overcoming objections in the future, when it comes down to dealing with the client. A lot of this can be resolved as well by having good ad copy. I'll get into this in a later video down the line when it comes down to writing ad copy on Craigslist or Facebook, or even advertising on eBay. I got that through Andrew Jones. Go check out his videos. He does this as well. But having good ad copy is really important because you're going to want to take whatever your team is doing and then list those packages, list those specs, list whatever you're going to be providing in the ad copy as well, so the client knows exactly what they're getting into before they talk to you. Another thing I want to note is stick to one niche at a time. That's a problem I had. I would hop around too much when it came down to this because, everyone tells you, oh, you can do this business model with, logos, business plans, website design. When you stick to one niche, there's going to be problems that you're going to face, but you're going to want to know, how to overcome them. And through sticking to that niche, you're going to easily know how to respond to certain things. When you go and flop from niche to niche, there's different problems that you're always going to be facing. So I suggest sticking to one niche because that's going to help you in the long run understand, how to deal with the main problems at hand. Going further into ad copy, I'll get into this in a later video, but one tip I want to shoot you guys to is never put the price of your services in ad copy, because the first thing that client's going to do is shop around to see if they can get a lower price. You're going to want to discuss that in the future after you send them the questionnaire and template of your services and the packages you offer, and then go from there. The last thing I want to mention is when it comes down to talking with your suppliers over the phone or on email, you're going to want to provide value up front. Always stay curious about them. Be personable. That's just sales in general. That's something that you're going to have to overcome with this, because you're going to have to talk to people through email, or if they want to talk over the phone, just reassure them that you're working with a team. If they think it's too expensive, it comes down to what you did wrong in the beginning. So what I like to do in sales in general, stay curious, ask them about their life, how their day is, and so on. Build that rapport with them up front and let them know that they want to stand out from their competitors. So in order to do that, you're going to have to spend top dollar with my team, in this case, if you're talking to somebody, to do that. Alright, so if you stayed to the end, thank you for watching this video. I'm going to wrap it up here. Leave a like, most importantly. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. This mini course is going to be up forever, so you can always come back to it. And specifically, I wanted to make this video to get it out of the way beforehand. Once you pick your supplier, then, things are really moving forward for you. So you're going to want to know how to deal with stuff that comes up. So that's exactly why, I wanted to do this video, get it out of the way. And I'll be going into more in-depth strategies on ad copy in the future and in the next couple of videos. So be sure to tune in for those. And if you guys have any questions, DM me on Instagram at TristanCoda. Email me. Everything's in the description below. And hope you guys have a great day.